Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Vincent Kellsey and today I'm going to talk to you about BaZi. It's the ancient Chinese system that consists of the 5 elements, the heavenly stems, the earthly branches, how each enhances and controls each other, as well as the 4 pillars of life, and how you can use this to find out how to enhance your life, how to make your life better, where your weak areas are, and what you can do to make your life the best life possible for you. Okay, so we're going to start off with the very basis of this system, which is the 5 elements. And what are the 5 elements? The 5 elements, they're wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Now we're going to talk about, now that we know what the 5 elements are, we want to talk about how the 5 elements enhance each other. So wood enhances fire, fire enhances earth, earth enhances metal, metal enhances water, and water enhances wood. What does that mean, enhance? Well, let's just look at one of them for an example. Fire enhances earth. We all know that if you take fire and you heat earth, you can create clay. You can create a clay container. So it makes the elements stronger and better. So that's what we talk about when we talk about enhancing. And when we look at this for you, for your personal level, it's what element can enhance you in an area such as wealth to make it stronger and better. Now we want to talk about how each element controls another element. So the elements that control one another are metal controls wood, water controls fire, wood controls earth, fire controls metal, and earth controls water. And what does that mean? So let's look, for example, water controls fire. Well, water will put fire out. So water has control over fire, but fire also can turn water to steam, so it goes back the other way. Metal controls wood. If you think about an axe, chops down a tree, but then the benefit of the wood, can help the metal. So each of these elements have a control factor over other elements. Each of these elements have an enhancement factor over other elements. Okay, another element to this ancient Chinese system is something called the 10 heavenly stems. And you might all be familiar with this idea of Yin and Yang, the balance. Right? Well, the elements are broken down into that as well, because everything in the system is balanced. So the idea is as you learn where you are out of balance, for example, if your wealth area is out of balance, what do you need to bring in to strengthen that area, to bring it strong and bring it back into balance? So the 10 heavenly stems are on the Yang side, Jia, Bing, Wu, Gang, and Rang. That's the Yang side. On the Yin side, it's Yi, Ding, Ji, Xing, and Gui. Now, Jia and Yi are wood, Bing and Ding are fire, Wu and Ji are earth, Gang and Xing are metal, and Run and Gui are water. So depending on what area that you're out of balance, for example, I am wearing Bing because the Yang fire element is what I really needed to bring into completion, into action for myself after doing my profile. So you'll have the chance with this system to find out what you need and to take what you need to balance that to strengthen your areas of weakness. So now we're going to talk about the 12 earthly branches, what you might better be known as Chinese astrology. So let's look at the first 6. They are the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, and the snake. Or in Chinese, Zi, Chu, Yin, Mao, Chan, Si. So the rat is water, the water element. The ox is earth, the tiger is wood, the rabbit is wood, the dragon is earth, and the snake is fire. So the rat is also yin water. The ox is yin earth, the tiger is yang wood, the rabbit is yin wood, the dragon is yang earth, and the snake is yang fire. Okay, the other half of the Chinese astrology, or the 12 earthly branches, are Wu, Wei, Shen, Yu, Shi, and Hai, otherwise known as horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. And what elements do those correspond to? The horse is fire, the goat is earth, the monkey is metal, the rooster is metal, the dog is earth, and the pig is water. And again, those are balanced out in yin and yang. And so the horse is yin fire, the goat is yin earth, the monkey is yang metal, the rooster being yin metal, the dog being yang earth, and the pig being yang water. So that's a lot to take in, I know, but you'll understand it as we go further about how this system works and how each balances out each other and what you need to bring total balance in all sectors of your life, including your wealth, your health, your family, everything. Okay, so we've talked about the 5 elements. We've talked about what controls, what enhances. We've talked about the heavenly stems and the earthly branches. Now we're going to talk about how it all comes together. This is called the 4 pillars of life. So imagine, if you will, that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pillars, and those pillars are divided in half. The top half of the pillars, those are sort of governed by the heavenly stems. The bottom half of the pillars are governed by the earthly branches. Now, and on the top, on those 4 areas, 1 is time, 1 is day, 1 is month, and 1 is year. And this corresponds to you. This is the time of your birth, the day of your birth, the month of your birth, and the year of your birth. And the day is called the day master. And what this means is that it either controls or enhances, or is controlled and enhanced by everything else, because this is about you. The year you were born, that's from 0 to 20. So basically from the time you're born until you're 20 years old, that's governed by your father, your mother, your grandparents. That's sort of what oversees that time period in your life. The month that you were born, that corresponds to when from you're 21 years old to when you're 35 years old. And that's governed by your brothers, your sisters, your mother, your father, your family, right? Because typically up until about 35, a lot of your governance comes from your family, a lot of the family element. So then you move into the day master, which is governed by your wife, your spouse, your relationship, because that's from 35 to 55. And that's primarily the time in your life when you have family, etc. And then we move into the time. And the time is governed by children. That's 55 and above. So these are sort of the elements of your life, the sections of your life broken down and what governs each. This is an example of my chart. And the main thing to understand is I'm seeing, that's my day master. Everything else, what it will tell me is a lot of the past, of who I was up until now. It tells me where am I lacking? What will strengthen me in my wealth area, in my health area, and all the areas that are important to me. What do I need to bring in? And it will tell me what's the future, where am I going, 55 and above, what's coming for me, and what do I need to make sure to strengthen those areas. And if you want to find out for you this chart, to find out for yourself what areas you need, come and join us at TENTI. Come to one of our talks or simply log on to www.tenti.com.my and find out how you can get this done for yourself. We'd love to see you there.